We're talking traditional boxing. Leanna Martinez, good evening.
Hi, Marco. How are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just finished training.
Just finished training. How's it
Yeah,
going on up there at the Holmes Boxing Gym?
it's going good. I'm working hard every day and grinding, and just got through the holidays, so it's been a crazy camp, but it's going good.
I've seen with Eduardo Pino, a couple other faces. There looks like there's some new blood in the gym in the pro ranks.
Yeah, there's a few new fighters in our gym, and it's pretty good. The sparring is good. It's nice to have the new ones in here.
Does it almost like change up the atmosphere, liven up the place a little bit when you get new bodies in there?
Yeah, for sure, because the young ones are pretty hungry, and I am too. So it's we keep each other motivated and honest. So it's pretty good.
Oh, there you go, talking about the young ones. So I guess, do you feel like the veteran of the gym now? How many years you've been with Pat?
I guess so, because I mean I've been with Pat the longest as far as the pros go here in the gym right now, and yeah, they are younger, so it's yeah, I guess the young ones, but yeah, so there's a lot of them.
What is that like? Do you find yourself giving advice, giving pointers more than you have in the past now? As you know, you've had an eye, you've been around for a while.
A little bit, but it's more, they motivate me, I motivate them. We learn from each other, and we're here to help each other. So yeah, I give advice when I'm asked, but they're pretty good, and it's good motivation.
You had a bit of a hiatus from the sport. You guys weren't doing fights up north. Were you just biding your time, waiting? Was there a thought that maybe you had competed for the last time? Like, where were you at as things were kind of, it looked like in a standstill?
Well, it kind of started with COVID, and that's kind of what halted everything because we were fighting pretty consistently until COVID hit. Then that happened, and a lot changed in the gym, a lot changed in life, and then I fought about 2.5 years ago, and before the November fight, so I was like on a 2.5 year layoff before the November fight. So I honestly only fought once in 5 years, and so it was a pretty long layoff for me. It was tough. Um, but I stuck by my team, and when they were ready, I was ready to jump in there too. So it was a matter of, my promoter, whenever he said let's go, I was ready to go.
We know that you have a busy schedule, that with work, there's a plenty of activities. If you follow Leanna on social media, it seems like you've flown helicopters and been on cruises and you're doing all kinds of things. Like, was there a point where you were too busy for this, or did you kind of always know when that phone rang that you still love the sport enough that you're going to be like, yeah, I'm in, let's do this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always busy. I'm a registered nurse, and I have a busy business, and and then boxing. So like this whole time that like I had been on a layoff, but before my last fight, like 2.5 years before my last fight, and then when COVID hit, I was training the entire time, so I never like took a break. I was never away from the gym. I've trained through injuries, I've trained through health issues, I've trained through COVID, I was always here, so I was always ready anytime that call came that, yeah, let's take a fight. I was ready to jump right into camp. So I never, as busy as I am, I never left the gym. So it was never hard, I was never like coming back. I've always been here. So that part wasn't hard. But yeah, I do have a really busy lifestyle, and it's like I have a schedule, and I honestly have to pencil things in. Even, this interview, I had to, like, everything. I go by my schedule. I don't even know what's happening unless I look at my schedule.
Does it feel like there was any rust in that last fight? You said you've been in the gym, you've been preparing for this, but there was, like you said, only one other fight in almost 5 years. Was there any feeling of rust that you got off a couple months ago?
Oh yeah. As hard as I trained in the last camp, you can't really shake the rust off until you're in the fight. Like when you're in the ring, like as much as you can as I can train and spar, like that rust was still there in the fight, and honestly, I think I needed that fight to shake the rust off, and now, I feel good and ready in this camp, and that's the like I did a hell of a performance in the last fight, but yeah, I still felt the rest. That is hard to shake off, especially with one fight in 5 years. And yeah, it was tough, but I got through it, and I'm back stronger and ready to go this time.
When you look back at November, what parts of your game and your performance were you happy with?
My conditioning was the biggest thing. I don't know why. I mean, I've always been a runner, but like in past fights, my wind was never the greatest. I don't know if it was like health issues or my diet. I don't really quite know what it was, but this last fight, my endurance was the best it had ever been, and I'm building on that in this fight. So yeah, the my endurance was you know the like what I improved on in the most for the last fight. Um, and we worked on so many things, but I mean, everything comes from endurance. If you don't have the wind to carry things out, well, you can't.
And as we talk about building, how do you build on the performance and how do you feel you'll be a better fighter when we see you on the 31st?
So with the endurance, I'm just continuing to build on that. I feel like it was really good in the last fight, but I feel like I need just a little bit more. So I'm working on more cardio things too as well to bring up my endurance, but also, I'm working on a lot of things that I feel like I fell short on in the last fight, like footwork, my strength in general. I was coming off some injuries, so now I'm trying to like build back strength that I wasn't able to even build in the last fight. So I feel a lot stronger now. So yeah, my strength and lots of footwork, lots of things. We've been working on a lot.
You've been in the game for a while. Like you said, the registered nurse, you got a busy schedule. What is it about the sport, the relationship with boxing that has you going back to the gym, that has you wanting to still take these fights and compete?
Um, it's my love for the sport, honestly, and then also the adrenaline. Maybe I'm an adrenaline junkie. I don't know, but it's I've never gotten this in any other sport I've ever done. I've raced motocross, I used to run and stuff. Like in high school, I ran track and cross country. But like I've never gotten that like that what's I'm lost for words right now. The adrenaline. I've never gotten that adrenaline high from any other sport I've done. So I think that's what keeps me coming back. Like I just that feeling, like I'm addicted to the crowd and to the sport itself, and I just love it. Like it's a passion I've had. I've been doing it since I was 13 years old. So it's something that is really a part of who I am, and I can't shake it. Like I think even when I retire, I'm still gonna be in the gym every day.
I
So
look at the poster. The opponent is Shania Arredondo. What do you think of the matchup? How do you see this one playing out?
well, I don't know much about her, so I don't know. I just know that I'm improving on myself, and I'm gonna come back a better, stronger fighter. And as much as anybody studied my last fight, I'm not the same fighter from the last fight. So, um, yeah, like I said, I don't know much about her. I think she used to fight MMA. That's all I know. I haven't, yeah. I'm really just working on improving my skills and sharpening up my skills for this fight.
It's the return. So it feels like you got a plan to be active this year. This isn't If you're taking already your second fight in the last, what, 3 months, feels like we got a plan and you plan to be active this year?
Oh yeah. I plan to fight a few times this year for sure. I don't know how many exactly, but I'm ready for whatever. I'm willing to even put work on the burner for now, and just focus on fighting because I'm not getting any younger, and this is what I love to do. And if and I didn't have the opportunity to fight, in the when we were on the layoff and stuff. So now that I have the opportunity and I'm healthy and I'm strong, I'm ready to go.
We're going to be going back to back to back on the interviews. I thank Dustin Peg for being here a minute ago. We're talking to Leanna, and I can see Flip in the waiting room. We're going to get to him in a moment. But as Leanna, I was going to wrap this one up, but then she's like, hey, breaking news. I'm actually committing more to boxing. This feels like it was a big decision, a big commitment to step away from a career that you love to really say, hey, I want to make something in the boxing game.
Yeah. Um yeah, like I have the ability to like work as much or as little as I want in my business, so that's in my favor. So yeah, as long as I have fights, I'm gonna cut down on work as much as I can and focus on fighting for sure.
With the kind of expanded focus, we've seen Jake Paul MVP promotions, women getting a much bigger spotlight in the sport. Did this have any influence on your decision?
No, no, not at all. I mean, I love the sport. It's just, I mean, I'm willing to go wherever it's gonna take me, but I'll fight for free. That's how much I love the sport.
Just feel like the time is now?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
OK Casino, Cold War, January 31st. Leanna Martinez back in the ring. Thank you for being patient, and thank you for taking the time to jump on with me this